So today I want to show you my holiday favorite kombucha in 3 different ways. For the gingerbread flavor we will need an apple and some gingerbread spice. And then I will make a ginger and lemon flavor with 2 mandarins, lemon and some cinnamon and half of the piece of the ginger. Also, I will make more like a punch flavor or a Glühwein. For this we will need the other half of the ginger, 2 cloves, a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of star anise. Also, we will use some frozen cherries or just fresh sweet cherries and also an orange. Then we will prepare everything for our flavors, and first we will grind our nutmeg in a mortar and pestle, or you can just use pre-grind nutmeg. And then also we are going to cut everything up and put it into a blender cup to blend it later on. Or if you're using a different blender where you don't have this many cups, you can just cut everything and put it into little bowls, and then later on you can just one after the other flavor blend it in your blender. But I would suggest just prepare all the fruits and veggies, cut them and set aside, and then we can go on to our kombucha. Then we are going to move on to our second flavor, for which we are going to use 2 mandarins, the juice of 1 lemon, a little bit of ginger and some cinnamon. We are going to cut everything up again and just put it aside in a blender or in a bowl, and then we move on to the next one. Then for our next flavor we will only need just an apple and some gingerbread spice. You can also use a little bit of lemon juice if you like, because the apple maybe go a little bit brown because of the oxidation, but that's not really a big problem, I think so. Again, just cut everything up and put it in a bowl or in your blender cup, and then we move on to prepare our kombucha. So here we have our 3 different flavors already prepared, and now we can just move on, so put them aside for a moment. So now we can prepare our kombucha from the first fermentation, and for this we will just remove of course the towel, and then we will take out the SCOBY and set that aside for our next fermentation. And before we are going to use our kombucha, I like to stir it as well, so the yeast that did sink down to the bottom gets stirred in again, and then we have a nice evenly kombucha. Also, the yeast on the bottom does contain a lot of vitamins, like B vitamins, which are produced during fermentation, so I don't want to lose that of course. Then I will just pour the kombucha into this measuring jug, so it's easier to pour and less heavy than this 3-liter jar. Then I will just pour some kombucha onto our prepared flavorings, so it's easier to just blend them, and that's what we are going to do next. Just blend the flavors and then we can go ahead. So here we have our prepared flavors, they're all blended up, and now we can go and fill the kombucha into our bottles. I forgot to mention that I am using about 3 liters of kombucha from the first fermentation to make this. And I am dividing every flavor over 3 empty beer bottles of 0.3 liters. These are just empty beer bottles I cleaned out, and they have been from my husband. So yeah, that's just very easy, and they are very stable. But any other strong plop bottle, I call them, will work as well. Just make sure they are very clean. Then we will just divide each flavor over 3 bottles, and then we can just fill it up with more kombucha and just close them well, make them clean, and put them aside under a towel in a dark corner and leave them there for about 1 to 2 days on room temperature until there is forming some of the carbonation. You can check for the carbonation if there is just some pressure when you plop the bottle. Just be careful your kombucha doesn't go all over your kitchen. And yeah, just close them fastly and put them into your fridge, and it should last for a while. Also, the pressure will just lower a bit when you put them into your refrigerator, so then it doesn't explode all over your kitchen, which I have had already sometimes. Always be careful with the carbonation because it builds pressure, and of course you don't want any exploding bottles in your kitchen, so just be careful, make sure you have strong, good bottles. And then I hope you will enjoy. I have also some more videos on my YouTube channel for other flavors and the first fermentation of kombucha, so check that out if you have any more questions, or just leave them down below in the comments. And until next time, enjoy!